Hello children, welcome back. In this module, we would be learning about the structure and function of the cell organelles. In the first module, we have already learned about the structure and function of the cells.
In this module, you will learn about cell membrane and cell wall. We all know that living organisms are made of cells. A cell, in turn, is made of a number of parts. One such important part of a cell is the plasma membrane or the cell membrane. Plasma membrane is the outermost covering of a cell that separates it from the external environment. It is made of lipids and proteins. The plasma membrane behaves similar to the door of a house. It guards the entry and exit of substances in and out of the cell. Interestingly, not all the substances can enter inside the cell. The cell membrane of the cell allows only selective substances to enter. Hence, it is a selective permeable membrane. Cell membrane is the protective layer present in all the cells. In case of a plant cell, an additional protecting layer is present outside the cell membrane. This is the cell wall. A cell wall is the rigid outer covering of the plant cell. It is made of cellulose, which is a complex molecule. The function of a cell wall is to maintain the shape of a plant cell and to provide strength to the plants. Now that we know about the cell wall and the cell membrane, let us see how different substances move across a cell.
Well, that was an interesting video where we learned about the two parts of the cell. Let us now learn the internal parts of the cell, that is the cell organelle.
Mitochondria are small organelles floating free throughout the cell. Some cells have several thousand mitochondria, while others have none. They are bound by two membranes. The outer membrane is smooth and covers the organelle. The inner membrane folds over many times and creates layered structures called cristae. Most of the chemical reactions of the cellular respiration process happens in the inner membrane of the mitochondria due to the high concentration of enzymes.
Plastids. These are present only in plant cell. They are rounded, ovoid or disc-shaped structures which contain pigments. On the basis of the color of the pigment contained in plastids, they are classified into three, namely chloroplasts, chromoplasts and leucoplasts. Chloroplasts. These are green-colored plastids found in the aerial parts of a plant. The green color of the plastid is due to a pigment called chlorophyll, which can trap the solar energy from the sun. Food synthesizing process called photosynthesis takes place in this structure. Chromoplasts. These are colored plastids having yellow, orange or red color. They are present in the petals of flowers and ripe fruits. It attracts insect or animals for pollination of flowers and dispersal of fruits and seeds. Leucoplasts. These are plastids which do not have any pigment. So they are colorless, white. They are usually found in storage organs and root. Leucoplast contains colorless, filamentous, rod-shaped plastids which are of different types. They are amyloplasts, store starch in potato cells. Aleuronplasts, store protein in cortical cells. Elaioplasts collect oil droplets in cortical cells of orchids.
Lysosomes are membrane-bound vesicles that contain hydrolytic enzymes. The hydrolytic enzymes degrade proteins, nucleic acids, lipids, and carbohydrates and are formed in the endoplasmic reticulum. These enzymes are then transported to the Golgi apparatus by transport vesicles. The lysosomes arise from the Golgi apparatus. When particles such as viruses or bacteria are ingested by phagocytosis, the lysosome fuses with the particle-containing vesicle, called a phagosome, and delivers the hydrolytic enzymes. Lysosomes also fuse with organelles, such as old mitochondria. This results in the destruction and recycling of these structures.
Wow, this wasn't enough. We'll come back in the next video with more structures and function of organelles.